Welcome to our discussion on the power of self-care. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. In today's world, we are constantly on the go, juggling responsibilities and striving for success. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of it all and neglect our own needs. But here's the truth. We can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care is about replenishing our energy, nurturing our minds and bodies, and prioritizing our well-being. It's about recognizing that we deserve time and attention. When we take care of ourselves, we show up as our best selves in all areas of life. Think about it. When you're exhausted and burnt out, can you truly be present for your loved ones? Can you bring your full creativity and passion to your work? Self-care is not a luxury. It's an investment in our overall health and happiness. It's about creating a life that feels sustainable and fulfilling. It's about making choices that honor our physical, emotional, and mental health. It's about giving ourselves permission to rest, recharge, and prioritize our well-being. Let's face it, prioritizing self-care can be a challenge. Life gets busy. We have deadlines to meet, errands to run, and people to take care of. It's easy to feel guilty for taking time for ourselves. We may worry that we're being selfish or that others will judge us. We may believe that self-care is a luxury we can't afford. But the truth is, neglecting our own needs has consequences. We may experience increased stress, burnout, or even physical health problems. I've been there myself. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, the first thing to go is usually my self-care routine. I tell myself I don't have time for a walk, a bath, or even just a few minutes of quiet time. But inevitably, I end up feeling even more stressed and exhausted. It's a vicious cycle. But here's the good news. It's a cycle we can break. By making small changes and prioritizing self-care, we can create a more balanced and fulfilling life. So how do we actually make self-care a priority in our busy lives? It starts with small, manageable steps. We don't need to overhaul our entire lives overnight. Start by identifying activities that bring you joy and make you feel refreshed. Maybe it's taking a walk in nature, reading a good book, or spending time with loved ones. Once you've identified these activities, schedule them into your week just like you would any other important appointment. Another important aspect of self-care is setting boundaries. This means learning to say no to requests and commitments that drain your energy or don't align with your values. It also means setting aside time for yourself even when it feels impossible. Remember, self-care is not one size fits all. What works for one person may not work for another. Experiment with different activities and find what makes you feel your best. Setting boundaries is crucial for protecting our time, energy, and well-being. It's about recognizing our limits and communicating them clearly to others. Boundaries are not selfish. They are a way of honoring our needs and priorities. When we don't set boundaries, we risk overcommitting ourselves, feeling resentful, and neglecting our own needs. Think of boundaries as fences that protect your valuable resources. They allow you to say yes to the things that matter most and no to the things that drain you. Setting boundaries can be uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to people-pleasing. But remember, you have the right to protect your time and energy. Start by setting small boundaries and gradually increase their scope as you become more comfortable. For example, you could start by saying no to one extra commitment per week. Or you could set aside a specific time each day for yourself, during which you don't answer emails or take phone calls. Section 5. Routine, your ally in self-care. Creating a daily routine can be incredibly helpful in incorporating self-care into your life. A routine provides structure and consistency, making it easier to prioritize your well-being. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start by incorporating small self-care practices into your existing routine. For example, you could start your day with a few minutes of meditation or journaling, or you could take a short walk during your lunch break. As you become more comfortable, you can gradually add more self-care activities to your routine. The key is to be consistent. Even on busy days, try to stick to your routine as much as possible. Over time, these small acts of self-care will become habits, and you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. Section 6. Little things, big impact. Simple joys, profound effects. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. In fact, some of the most effective self-care practices are also the simplest. Think about the small things that bring you joy and make you feel good. Maybe it's listening to your favorite music, taking a hot bath, or spending time in nature. Make an effort to incorporate these small joys into your daily life. Even a few minutes of dedicated me time can make a big difference. Remember, self-care is not about perfection, it's about progress. Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day or two. Just pick back up where you left off and keep going. The important thing is to make self-care a non-negotiable part of your life. Section 7. The ripple effect of self-care. The benefits of self-care extend far beyond our own well-being. When we prioritize our own needs, we show up as better partners, parents, friends, and colleagues. We have more energy to give to others, and we're less likely to experience burnout or compassion fatigue. Self-care is not just about us. It's about creating a ripple effect of positivity in the world. When we take care of ourselves, we're better equipped to take care of others. We're more patient, understanding, and compassionate. We're also more likely to set healthy boundaries and prioritize our own needs, which sets a positive example for those around us. So the next time you feel guilty about taking time for yourself, remember that self-care is not selfish, it's an act of service. Section 8. Conclusion. Embrace the journey. Mastering the art of balance and self-care is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you nail it and days when you struggle. The key is to be kind to yourself, learn from your experiences, and keep moving forward. Remember, you are worthy of love, care, and attention. You deserve to live a life that feels balanced, fulfilling, and joyful. So embrace the journey of self-care and watch as your life transforms. You've got this.